The Kansas City Chiefs, a franchise defined by excellence and consistency, have once again found themselves at the center of the NFL's most talked about moment. What began as quiet speculation quickly evolved into a confirmed report that no one expected. Within hours, the entire football community was reacting to the surprising development, one that could shift the momentum of the Chiefs' season. Sources close to the organization revealed that this decision wasn't made lightly. It was the result of intense internal discussions and careful evaluation. For a team already under the microscope as reigning contenders, this revelation carries weight far beyond the headlines. It reflects the realities of maintaining dominance in a league built on constant change. The Chiefs' management and players now face renewed attention, with every move being analyzed for meaning. As the news spread, both fans and analysts began dissecting its impact, questioning how this surprising twist could reshape the balance of power within Kansas City's dynamic roster and the NFL landscape as a whole. Behind closed doors, the Chiefs' leadership had been deliberating for weeks. The organization's culture prioritizes stability, but the evolving situation required swift, calculated action. Internal evaluations, performance assessments, and long-term strategic planning all played roles in shaping the final decision. Those familiar with the team's structure understand that nothing within Kansas City happens impulsively. Every adjustment is weighed against its impact on chemistry, depth, and championship goals. This recent move, now public, signals a major recalibration within the organization's framework. General Manager Brett Veach and head coach Andy Reid reportedly led the process, ensuring that the outcome aligned with both the team's short-term ambitions and its enduring philosophy. The decision reflects it's a franchise unafraid of evolution, even when it challenges expectations. For the Chiefs, progress demands adaptability. As more details emerged, it became clear that this shift wasn't just a reaction to circumstances, but a proactive step towards securing the franchise's competitive edge. The ripple effect, however, was only beginning to surface. Inside the locker room, emotions were complex, yet controlled. Players who had grown accustomed to Kansas City's steady rhythm were suddenly confronted with change. Veterans understood the business nature of the league, while younger teammates processed the development with curiosity and disbelief. Leadership figures like Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce took immediate steps to steady the atmosphere. Their approach, measured, composed, and grounded, reflected the culture Andy Reid has cultivated for years. Conversations were honest, emphasizing unity and trust amid transition. Every player recognized that professional football demands constant adjustment, and how one responds defines their place within a championship team. Behind the scenes, players refocused on preparation, determined not to allow external noise to infiltrate their mission. Observers noted that even amid uncertainty, the Chiefs' locker room displayed the same discipline that carried them through past challenges. Their internal strength, rooted in mutual respect, ensured that while the news may have surprised many, it would not destabilize Kansas City's pursuit of excellence. Patrick Mahomes' influence extends beyond his performance on the field. He is the heartbeat of the Chiefs' identity. In the aftermath of the breaking news, Mahomes' leadership became the unifying force holding everything together. Known for his composure under pressure, he spoke privately with teammates, reinforcing confidence and clarity. His message was simple yet powerful. Stay focused. Trust the system and play with purpose. Observers within the organization described Mahomes as fully engaged, turning a potentially distracting moment into an opportunity to strengthen team chemistry. His actions, more than his words, reminded everyone why he remains one of the most respected figures in the league. Under his guidance, practices resumed with intensity and precision, signaling that the Chiefs' foundation remained unshaken. Mahomes' maturity continues to define Kansas City's modern era, balancing emotion with leadership, talent with accountability. While speculation swirled outside, his unwavering control inside the facility reaffirmed that the Chiefs' true power lies not in perfection, but in resilience led by purpose. Head coach Andy Reid has faced countless defining moments in his career, yet his handling of this situation once again revealed his exceptional leadership. Known for his balance between empathy and discipline, Reid approached the development strategically. He understood that controlling the narrative begins internally, with focus, not reaction. Meetings were held quietly, emphasizing preparation and adaptation. Reid reminded his players that challenges often disguise opportunity, and the ability to evolve is what separates good teams from great ones. His steady presence calmed uncertainty, allowing players to channel emotion into performance. Colleagues described his demeanor as calm yet assertive, reinforcing that leadership is measured not by words, but by the stability it creates. Reid's decision-making remains a cornerstone of Kansas City's success. His capacity to read situations, both tactical and emotional, allows the franchise to navigate turbulence without losing direction. In a league driven by volatility, Reid's consistency has become Kansas City's greatest competitive advantage, proving again that great coaching extends far beyond the sidelines. As the story unfolded, fans across Kansas City expressed a mix of disbelief and pride. Chiefs Kingdom, deeply connected to its team's journey, reacted with passion and perspective. Social media platforms filled with speculation, emotional tributes, and messages of support. While some questioned the decision's timing, most emphasized trust in the leadership that has delivered sustained excellence. The community's bond with the team transcends wins and losses. It's built on shared belief. Local radio shows buzzed with debate, yet the overwhelming tone remained one of loyalty. Fans recalled past moments when Kansas City faced challenges, only to emerge stronger. This collective memory reinforced confidence that the organization knew exactly what it was doing. Beyond football, the Chiefs represent the identity of Kansas City, a symbol of pride, unity, and determination. The news may have surprised everyone, but it also reminded the city of what defines true fandom: unwavering support through every high and every moment of uncertainty. Across national sports networks, the Chiefs' situation dominated headlines. Analysts debated its implications, speculating how it might influence both Kansas City's immediate strategy and the broader NFL landscape. Some framed it as a necessary recalibration for a team determined to sustain greatness, while others viewed it as a potential disruption. Commentators praised the franchise's transparency and professionalism in addressing the issue swiftly. Rival teams watched closely, aware that any change in Kansas City's rhythm could impact their own competitive plans. Amid the noise, one theme remained constant: respect for how the Chiefs handle adversity. The organization's ability to maintain control over its internal environment, even as speculation swirls externally, set a standard for modern sports management. In a league where narratives shift rapidly, Kansas City's composed response stood out. While questions lingered, the franchise's key record of turning challenges into triumphs reassured observers that this moment, too, would strengthen the Chiefs' enduring reputation for resilience and excellence. Within the league, the Chiefs' situation triggered discussions about the pressure facing top franchises in today's NFL. Sustained success demands constant evolution, and Kansas City's proactive approach highlighted that reality. Other teams watched, evaluating how internal adaptability contributes to long-term dominance. The Chiefs' decision underscored the importance of foresight, anticipating challenges before they escalate. Coaches and executives across the league privately acknowledged the difficulty of maintaining balance between performance and locker room harmony. Kansas City's ability to navigate such situations reflects a mature, championship-tested culture. Analysts drew comparisons to other dynasties that faltered under similar circumstances, noting how leadership defines outcomes more than talent alone. For the Chiefs, every adjustment carries symbolic weight. They are no longer just competitors, but a blueprint for sustained excellence. This latest event may have surprised many, but it reinforced the franchise's understanding of football as both strategy and psychology. The Chiefs' actions reminded the NFL that innovation requires courage, even when it shocks expectations. In the days following the revelation, the Chiefs transitioned from reaction to reconstruction. Meetings shifted toward performance refinement, and the focus returned to the fundamentals that define Kansas City football. Practices grew more intense, reflecting renewed determination. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes aligned their leadership seamlessly, one providing structure, the other delivering inspiration. The team's message became clear: Adversity would not define them, response would. Inside the facility, distractions faded, replaced by quiet motivation. Staff and players alike recognized the opportunity within disruption to reinforce discipline, strengthen communication, and renew commitment to the championship vision. The Chiefs' adaptability has always set them apart, and once again, it proved their greatest asset. Every challenge sharpened their focus, reminding them that greatness is sustained through continual growth. What began as a shock evolved into a catalyst, reigniting their hunger to dominate the league. Through unity, focus, and resilience, the Chiefs began turning uncertainty into renewed purpose and collective strength. This moment, unexpected and deeply revealing, will likely stand as one of the defining tests of the Chiefs' era. Beyond the headlines and speculation, it illuminated the true essence of leadership, culture, and endurance. The organization faced shock, not with chaos, but with calm, a testament to years of building trust and structure. Patrick Mahomes embodied composure, Andy Reid displayed unwavering guidance, and the roster responded with discipline. Together, they transformed disruption into direction. Every great dynasty encounters crossroads that challenge identity, and Kansas City met theirs with remarkable poise. What could have divided them instead reinforced their unity. This event did not weaken the Chiefs, it refined them. It reminded the world that success isn't measured by avoidance of adversity, but by mastery of response. As the NFL continues to evolve, Kansas City's story remains one of resilience, leadership, and vision. The surprising moment that stunned everyone ultimately reaffirmed why the Chiefs stand as the league's modern standard of excellence.